On that day you will see every nursing mother forgetting her nursling. وَتَضَعُ كُلُّ ذَاتِ حَمْلٍ حَمْلَهَا, and every pregnant woman will drop her load. وَتَرَى النَّاسَ سُكَارَى وَمَا هُمْ بِسُكَارَى وَلَكِنَّ عَذَابَ اللَّهِ شَدِيدٌ. And you will see people behaving as if they are drunk, but they are not drunk. It is the punishment of Allah Almighty that is severe. So colossal is the stress and fear of that day, that Allah Almighty, He said, it is يَوْمًا يَجْعَلُ الْوِلْدَانَ شِيبًا, a day that will make children go grey. On that day, humanity in their billions, they will be divided into one of two categories, without a third. The first of these categories is al-aminun, those who are at peace, those who experience security, those who will be experiencing the unthinkable form of happiness during the day of fear. Allah Almighty said about them, أُولَٰئِكَ لَهُمُ الْأَمْنُ, we shall give them security. They are those who singled out Allah Almighty in worship. And they were sincere in everything they did. And they tackled every haram craving, every sinful habit, outwardly, inwardly, publicly, privately. They tackled that sin head on before the meeting of death. Thus Allah Almighty says about them, لا يحزنهم الفزع الأكبر. The greatest terror, the day of judgment, will not grieve them in the least. Ya salam. This is the first category. As for the second category, it is the polar opposite. They are the terrorized ones. They are al-khaifun. They are an-nadimun, the regretful ones. These are the petrified ones. Their hearts reach their throats, about to exit because of the fear. And they will be in an overwhelming state of hasrah, regret, which is the key word for today. So regretful they will be that some of them would have lowered their heads in shame, and they will be heard saying to Allah, رَبَّنَا أَبْصَرْنَا وَسَمِعْنَا فَارْجِعْنَا نَعْمَلْ صَالِحًا إِنَّا مُوقِنُونَ. Oh Allah, we now see and we can now hear, so please allow us to return to dunya so that we may do good. We are now very certain. Whilst a second group will be heard screaming out in regret, saying, يَا حَسْرَتَنَا عَلَى مَا فَرَّطْنَا فِيهَا. How great is our regret because we didn't give this thought. Whilst a third group will be suicidal on the day of judgment, craving for death as they shriek out, saying, يَا لَيْتَنِي كُنْتُ تُرَابًا. I wish I was dust. يَا لَيْتَهَا كَانَتِ الْقَاضِيَةِ. We wish death was the end, they will say. Regret is the key word for today. Regret is the name of that very powerful emotion, the negative emotion that is. That every one of us has experienced at one level or another. So overwhelming regret can be in the life of a person that if it is not managed with iman and certainty and Quran and salah, a person may become suicidal. People will be pleading with Allah Almighty for death. Why? Because yaumul qiyamah is called yaumul hasra, the day of regret. That is one of its names. Thus Allah said, وَأَنذِرْهُمْ يَوْمَ الْحَسْرَةِ. Warn them, O Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, of the day of regret. Warn them. وَهُمْ فِي غَفْلَةٍ. Whilst people are still asleep. وَهُمْ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. And others, they will not believe in Allah. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he says, as Imam al-Bukhari narrates in his Sahih on the authority of Abi Hurairah, giving us one of the harrowing scenes of regret that will appear on this day. He said, there isn't any person who was taken to Jannah on the day of judgment except that he has to first see his potential home in Jahannam, the hellfire. Had he failed on that day, so that his heart fills with gratitude to Allah and thanks. And he said, then there isn't any person who was made to enter the hellfire except that Allah will make him see his potential home in Jannah, had he passed on this day. So that he is encompassed with regret and sadness. Allahu Akbar.